Hi guys, welcome back to Off the Record. We're sitting down here with, like I said, one of my greatest friends in the world. Him and Doug, the three of us got into more mischief than anything, and we're just talking about everything Pete has going on. So Pete has, if you watched the last episode, you know that he is the founder of Me First T-shirt company. He's the kitchen manager down at Thirsty Cactus, and as we work through these problems in the world, support something local, guys. Go down there if you're in the Hamilton Dundas area. I'm telling you, you'll get a meal you won't regret. And he's a guitar player, songwriter, and he's just an all-around good guy. I don't know anybody who knows Pete that doesn't say that he doesn't enrich their lives just by being in it. And with that, I hand it over to Pete. How are you, Pete?
I'm good. I'm good.
Uh,
Thanks. That's quite.
well, I Pete, nobody has ever said a bad word about you. So,
I
I
don't
mean,
think that's true, but
well, it happened to me because I'm already missing teeth, and I don't care about the rest of them. So, um, so I got to try to keep a straight face. Pete, come on. So, Pete, why don't you tell us about the music you got going on right now, and then we'll get into your T-shirt company.
all right. Well, obviously, I've been doing. We were doing Almost Zero for the longest time. It's like 20 years old, but the pandemic unfortunately made it a challenge for Almost Zero to get together. That left me, locked away at home, and as people are uncertain about work and what they have going on, I started just writing songs in my home studio, which you're sitting in right now, and I started releasing them under the name 13 Halos. You can listen to it on Reverb Nation. There are three songs up right now. I have a fourth song that's about 2 weeks to a month away from being released. It's a mix of songs. It's kind of sounds like the mixtape in my head. The newest song's very heavy. There's a slower song with like kind of more atmospheric, trippy guitars in the background. The first song's a straight out kind of rockin' tune. A little more guitar playing than Almost Zero, like a little bit more with guitar solos and stuff. But anyone who knows me, it's kind of what you'd expect, I think.
Okay. What type of influences? Like, if I was to listen to this, would I walk away going, "This kind of sounds like Disturbed, Slipknot"?
Um, yeah, I think like for me, as we were talking about before, like that whole kind of late 90s 2000 era of metal, like Sepultura and Machine Head and Chimera and Pantera, like all that stuff is probably the stuff that whether or not I listen to it as much anymore is sort of embedded in your brain. And I think that vibe is kind of there. The last song I put out, I downloaded a sequencer and started programming beats and kind of blended it into kind of a heavy, kind of down tuned, chunky riff, and kind of liked the way that came out. I mean, I don't have to answer to anybody, so I can do whatever I want. And so it's experimental to a degree. Um, and yeah, I'm just kind of, as I think of songs and create them, I am just releasing them for anyone who feels like, you know, giving it a listen.
Again, guys, if you look in the links below at the end of this video, they'll be there. You can go check it out yourself. I encourage everybody to support Pete, support all our artists. Let's build a community where we just enjoy music, whether it's ours or somebody else's. So you're doing this, and now you started a T-shirt company as well, correct, or a design company?
Yes, yeah, I did start a t-shirt company. There's a few now. There's quite a few what they call print on demand sites. So all I actually do is I make designs such as this, such as the one behind Dave right now, and the company actually carries all the products and they print them for you. So you put a storefront together and you actually design shirts. And once you design them, send them in, they're approved. They go to your store and you can order them. You can pick your size and color. And that meant a lot to me because not as much as me and you may love a black t-shirt, some people want, some women want a pink one or whatever. And I like the thought of, as the name is Me First, people being able to be an individual and choose their kind of style. And they print them and send them directly to your house.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's actually fantastic. So you get to focus on the content of the shirt and not get wrapped up in, oh, do I have enough shirts? I can't get a 2XL. I can't, find a ladies V or whatever. And you really just get to focus on designs. And the creative side is the whole reason I like doing it, truthfully.
And people may not know, but not only is Pete a guitar player, Pete was probably. I don't want to say that you were an artist, Pete, but you have a passion for the arts, all of them.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely used to paint and draw a lot. When we were in school, I was big into painting.
I would have never passed art if you weren't doing my projects.
I think too, like getting into food and things like the creative process seems to kind of keep me from, absolutely going mad. So focusing on that gives me some kind of positive to occupy my mind on. And, just now as I get a little older, trying to share it with people who are like-minded and hopefully enjoy it as well.
I think what we've been going through, Pete, if anything, people have gone walking away with, I need my time. I think it's been hard on everybody.
Agreed.
I like to think that my son and I have been a little bit more fortunate because we were already out here in 2015 on our own. Not having a big network to go out with every night, and so when they said, "Hey, you got to quarantine," it really wasn't that much of a change in our lifestyles.
Yeah,
a little bit, but not as But it is one of the root causes for what we're doing here, because everybody needs something, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So if somebody wants a T-shirt, they go to Me First. Is that the site?
And you're on Facebook. There's a Me First group, but it's closed. But if you go, if you know Dave, or you type it in the search engine and request to join, I'll happily let you in. Instagram's my main link, and it's me_first_t-shirt_company or CO. And on the Instagram page, there's a link right at the top of the page to go to the store and check it out. Even if you don't buy anything, give it a like, check it out, see if it's your thing. It's definitely, if you're a, metal guy or a guitar player or a tattoo person, or like, it's, a bit of a lifestyle thing, and definitely geared towards us, that kind of group of people.
Nice. I checked it out myself. I like the mugs,
Thanks.
So the next person who, the first person that puts a comment in on this YouTube page, if you contact me, I will make sure you get a T-shirt from Pete.
Sweet.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Pete, I want to see you grow. I want to see you succeed in everything, not just music, but in everything. So, anything else you want to tell us of what you got going on?
Not really. The Cactus is still open. I'm working on T-shirts and writing music and trying to occupy my time with positive things and not letting closures get me down. Trying to think of other ways and things to do with my time that hopefully it makes me feel better and hopefully makes others as well.
Always good. So, Pete, I see a lot of guitars in the background. Do we have a favorite?
Yeah, there's a few. Probably this one here, because this is a custom build. I ordered this body. There's a guy who works independently. He used to work at Fender, and he's been authorized by Fender to custom build bodies for people.
Okay.
So you pick the wood and the finish, and then he sends it to you. And there's a company called the Stratosphere, New Hampshire, and I ordered this neck. So I have a mahogany body, an ebony fretboard, and that's like, you know, the classic kind of metal, James Hetfield, you know, Deftones, like the metal sound, EMG 81, and this Jazzmaster body, which is normally like more classic looking, and I kind of, you know, gave it a little modern look. This is probably my fave because, you know, there's not another one on the planet.
Well, Pete, as you know, I refinish and build guitars out here as
Yeah,
part of my hobby.
you do.
And you obviously remember about 40 years ago, I hit you in the head with a stick.
Yes. Caught me in the eye with a rusty nail.
I'm going to try to do it again. I got a guitar. I got a chunk of lumber coming your way.
Nice.
We're going to start filming the things. It's a solid mahogany set neck guitar. That's as much as you get. We've been having problems getting some of the finishes. You know me, I like to use the expensive finishes and expensive paint.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get out here through the pandemic. And it's really hard to get EMGs out here. So if you're coming out here, you'll probably have to send it in for, if you've noticed the question, I was like, hey, Pete, you know how to dress a fretboard? Those are the things you're going to have to do, okay?
Yeah, I've now started to customize, and like that guitar I put together myself. Like I ordered all the parts and assembled myself.
Yeah.
I'm now starting to do small guitar repairs, change electronics and things like that. I've actually been flipping, like I'll buy inexpensive guitars like yourself, and whereas you are refinishing the outside, I'm refinishing the insides.
Yeah.
And doing that, and sometimes flipping them. Do 3 or 4 of those and buy myself a new guitar.
Well, I'm going to send you one, Pete.
I love it.
It may just be a wall hanger, and you may love it, but I promise you'll never find anyone like it.
Something with it for sure.
Okay. Like
That's so thoughtful.
You're one of my. I've painted guitars for so many others, right? Dennis, Doug, you're on the list. We'll think about Tony in a while, but Tony doesn't play guitar, right? So,
Okay.
You know, but I do have a nice Iceman. I know he would probably appreciate.
Very cool.
Just picturing Tony doing Paul Stanley poses, walking around the house. Char would hate us.
Yeah.
Or he'd be an Instagram success. You know? God bless Tony.
Yeah.
So that's what we got, Pete. Thanks for your time. Like I
Anytime.
said, I'm not promising you overnight, but we're working on this guitar through TikTok and through TikTok, through Instagram. You're going to see some of the other guitars come to life.
Very cool.
Got that fabric top Washburn that we did. I don't know whether you caught that. We got the hollow body that we're doing. We got about 15 guitars in the house to redo.
Amazing. I saw the ones you did post on Facebook. They were awesome.
Yeah. We got a cheap Les Paul we're going to do a new veneer top on.
Cool.
I think we're going to go with a James Hetfield style and just stain it, but use different maple and a mahogany.
Right.
And then stain it in red, like a blood red.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Should look pretty hot, you know. Again, if anybody's interested in any of these guitars, Matt can't play them all, right? He's not Keith Richards. He's not Rick Nielsen. So if you want some nice wall art, you know, for the man cave, you know, maybe we can work on something. Anyways, Pete, thanks for your time. I truly appreciate it. It's been an honor.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you.
Just let Matt take us out. How's that, Pete?